All right, welcome to the shop, or the carport as we call it around here. So I got this seat ready. This is the driver's side. I already cut the feet off that I had on there before from when it was in the back. Now we're gonna move it up here. I already took the seats out because y'all saw that last time on episode 19 when I was in the other seat. So I got the seats out. They want to move that one, set it out of the way. So now I got to put this up in here and decide exactly where it needs to sit. How to adjust for this little hole right here. I don't know. So let me come put this around here. And you'll see I got the other seat sitting over there. But let me get y'all set up so we can see what's happening on the little handy dandy tripod. There we go. That ought to work pretty good about right there. All right, let's see. Now let's go lift this damn thing up in here because it is super heavy. I don't know why these seats are so heavy. Before they are. God, I don't know if it's because that what I welded on the back of it or what. It is heavy. Get that up in there. Get that come down. There we go. All right, now there we go. All right, and that is hitting a very odd place. Is it hitting that post? There we go. Now I got to move out of the way of that post. I do believe that's going to be too far forward. Maybe. It's about centered up. Might be leaning back just a little bit far. Let's see. Let's set that there. See, before I had it rid of those holes. Let me see if that's going to fit my feet or not. Alright. Ooh-wee. Alright, that is a little bit. I can't let the steering wheel up. That may be too high. That sits up pretty high, doesn't it? Good for the shifter. Let's see. I mean, if I could lose another. I don't know if I can live with this or not. That's about the right spot, though. I mean, that's kind of comfortable with it sitting up. It is a little bit higher. I don't know how much room I got between the. Because once I'm driving, I'm going to slouch a little bit anyway. If I'm in there for a while. That's pretty high up. Seatbelt. Well, it makes that nice up there, though. Put your arm out the window instead of being down here where you got to put your arm way up like this. I mean, you're right there. That's pretty comfortable, actually. I drive like this. Even if it's right there against my legs, that ain't too bad. That's not that bad. I think I can live with that. Let's see, getting in and out. The steering wheel's in the way a little bit. Man, it's just be like a fat people on let the seat up when you get that steering wheel up when you get in and out. That's ain't that big a deal. Because if I try and drop that down, let's see, I can lose another. I mean, that's not going to drop me by much, right? If I take this off here, because there's two bolts here where I can unbolt it. It's welded though, but I mean, I could cut that loose. And will those little motors hit on stuff though? No. This one doesn't. This one seems okay. The motor, well, if I cut that off, it is, well, that won't be down on the floor because that one clears on this side. And there's not really anything over here, but I mean, it really doesn't gain but about an inch. Let's see. Inch and a quarter. That's going to only drop me down an inch and a quarter. I mean, is that really worth trying to do all that? Cut all that off? Let me come look at it from over there. Let's see. The passenger side is easy. I mean, that's not that bad. That's not too bad. right? I mean, I'm tall. That's why it seems like it sits up that high. But I think that's right about the right spot. Maybe I can move it back just a little bit. Let me see. I'll come back just a little more. About right there, maybe. This still has lots of room back here. Let's see. Oh, that's a little better. That's a little bit better. I don't know. Y'all can see the headroom better than I can. That's about where I like my steering wheel. Let's see. Buttons. That's the shifter. Still got to reach pretty good 4 ways forward to get the 4-wheel drive. Oh, that was loose. Man, it's an easy reach to the steering wheel. It's not going to be all the way up here goony like a dang. That's too high. You think about right there? That looks about right. That'll work. It's a little bit higher than I had it before, but I can still have good visibility of all the gauges when the steering wheel's straight. Get the steering wheel turn. Let me unlock this, see if I can turn this. Get a little better. Nope. There we go. I just want it where I can see a little better. Yeah, that's still plenty good view of all the gauges. Nothing's in the way. Yeah, I can go either up or down on that. So I'm like on a long trip, I want it down lower. It's out of the way. I think it'll be all right. It does sit me up higher. I do kind of like this higher, sitting up higher. I can readjust my mirrors, of course, by a little bit, not by a whole lot. But I can see down better. I can see over the hood better. How much have we got above my head there? I got 5 inches. That's not bad. That's probably good. I've had Camaros and stuff lower than that, so that's not that bad. 5 inches of headroom. That'll work. All right. Is this really where I want it, though, or I want it a little bit more forward? Because it will not adjust front to back. I mean, I can reach the pedals. Absolutely no problem. I think anybody else could, too. I'm just concerned if this... Well, I mean, it does put me right in line with the B-pillar. A-pillar, B-pillar, whatever it's called. So if it was a rollover or wreck, it keeps me in a lot better position here. My head's by that. So that might be a better deal. Let me look at the back seat. Make sure I'm not crowding the whole back seat up too much. All right. Let's see. Then I got this thing. Slide this fancy box over. Let's see. Oh, man, there's still a ton of room back here. I got to do something. I'm not sure I'm happy with that. With the back thing. I don't know if you can see that, but good if you can't, because I got to fix it. I'm going to cut that corner off on these. I'm going to sand that down or something. That's a rough corner. All right. I think that's about it. Maybe go for just a hair right there. That way I got access to the holes right there. All right. And I believe that's going to do it right there. Let me look at this from the very front, see if it looks centered. Yep, looks good on the steering wheel. Anyway, it's good from the back. And that is nice and flat. Now, if I can get the back to weld up, then I need to mount a plate across here. Then get one of these. Let's come over and see. What are we going to do here? I can mount one of these. Let's see. There we go. Put this right there. I can see down there a little better. There we go. Well, that's a little crooked, but that's all right. Good enough. Works. On the go camera work. And if I put this right there in the front like that, mount that right underneath. I have to mount it right there in that hole too, front to back. Put it directly under there, because that's going to be mounted. That doesn't matter if that's got a little gap there. Doesn't do anything. But right under this front corner here, right about there somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty flat right there too. There's a nice flat spot under there. Yeah, set it right there. So that needs to be cut to. All right, let's see. Glasses, hello. All right, let's cut that at 1.5 inches. The bottom. So I need to cut that at 1.5. And then I'll set that across there. I'll set flat and I can bolt that down. Like all the way across. Let's see how far is that? That is 4.5 inches. It goes right up against that thing, doesn't it? And 4.5. That's going to come a little further, so I may have to cut one leg of this off. I don't know. I have to see. Is that the phone ringing? Yep. Every time I do video, somebody starts calling. All right. Let me get some cutting. I got to cut the feet off one of the old seats, because that puts that right there where I can just weld those to the back, and that'll hold that right into place where it's not going to go anywhere. Then I can worry about measuring the front of that. It needs to be 1.5 inches. I know it needs to be 1.5 inches, but whether I put that under there and cut off one side so it sits right under there like that, and then bolt that in, that should be good enough. And then I can use this other one to weld up, cut a hole, drill. Yeah. All right. Got some fab work to do. Let me pause this for a minute, and we'll be right back. All right, got that bracket cut down. I moved the seat. I wiggled stuff around a little bit here, so I got to kind of recenter this. And let's get that moved. It's gonna go about right there somewhere. Now I'll get to that. Let me come here and show you the back first. All right, here we go. Let's see. So the thought is, I cut these tabs off the old seat, and I'm gonna weld those right there. Wow, that's way zoomed in. Why does it look so zoomed in? What did I do? No, that's all the way zoomed out. There we go. Wow, I was gonna say I thought it looked zoomed. And right here. So I got to get the seat position just right, which I believe I have. This side needs to come back just a touch. Maybe. No, that'll work. That hole's lined up. It's got plenty of room right there. Get this bolt that goes in. Boop, just like that. Gotta line that up. So I need to just tack these on. Yeah, those are fairly centered up. I think the seat looks about right. And I got the front at the 180 out here. Get that front off a little bit. Look. How did I get that crooked? Oh, it just moves like slightly. Yeah, there we go. That'll feel right. That'll be all right. All right, now let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that looks centered up. And those still look good. Look at the seat from the back. Get one more final check from the back side. You can't really see it. I got too much in the way. My hand. That is. Yeah, it looks lined up pretty good. Get glasses off where I can see too. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's all right. And all I did was cut these tabs off right here. I'll cut these off when I do the passenger side. Then I can start doing stuff and I'll be able to get radio put in. But let's see. Let's get these tabs tacked in. Let me kind of get set up where I can tack those in. because I believe that seat is right where it needs to be, and I'll tack those on, and then we'll be in good shape. All right. Let's see what happens now. Let's see, get the welder plugged in. Turn the gas on. And let's get that. All right, we are going. So it looks pretty good. I did not bring any cutters out here, so hopefully I don't have to cut anything. Cramped on right there. All right, let's see if I can tack these on. Wow, that's pretty long. See, I should have cleaned all this up before. That's all right. It's going to go on. It's going to work. It's going to work. Some of this slag I got it here from last time when I was welding. See, boys and girls, that's why you clean up after you're done. That is way long, but let's see, I'm going to put this on. I think I want to pry that up just a little bit. To right there. Let's see if I can tack that. Damn it, I gotta get a cutter. I knew that was gonna happen. Obviously, I didn't get that as clean as I thought I did. Thought I did a little bit cleaner than that. Doing all this inside the truck. Right there, maybe. And let's see. Yeah, let's get this side. That looks pretty good. There we go. Alright, that ain't going nowhere. Now let's check this one. Angle it up just a little bit right there. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. That got me. I'm blind. Let me get this one a little bit more. Alright, now those are tacked into place. They ain't going nowhere. Get the carpet nice and melted around there a little bit. Now if I can come around here to the front, and will this reach? Yes, it will. Alright, let me come over there, take a look at that one. Alright. There we go. Let's see if I can get this. Oh man, I gotta do this one left-handed or something, don't I? I need to get, well, that is pushed down all the way. Right there. All right. All right. Let's see. I got a hold. Let me go around to the front. I'll try and get that from the front a little bit. Help hold that in place. Maybe. And then I can try and lift this out so I can actually weld it. There we go. Now, come here from the front side. This water a little bit. All right. Gotta get this in place. If I can do it. Oh, I can't really see that. Maybe from the side right here and the bottom right there. There we go. Yeah, I got it. I ain't going nowhere. And get a little bit in the front there. A little bit right here. All right. Now, I believe that should hold some stuff into place. A little bit more on this one here. Yeah, there we go. I like that better. Now, let's cut this off. Oh, now I gotta lift this thing back out. I should try and mark that hole in the front, shouldn't I? So I can drill that while I have the seat out of the way. Yes. Because these two are already good to go. I mean, that's going to go right in there like a piece of cake. This one will go right in here like a piece of cake. And then I got to do two things in the front. I got to get this other side somehow. Oh, man, what do we do here? I need to, let's see. What was that? I just broke something off this. Oh, this little bit. What does that do? Oh, it goes on the screw. All right, I need to spray a little paint or something right there and then drill that hole so I can go ahead and put a bolt in it. And I need to cut a plate for the other side. Just come right in the front. Take a look at it from the front. And you're getting this live. I'm just kind of making this up as I go. This is fabrication 101. I'll get me a little piece of metal plate. And let's see, let's put it, I guess, about right here coming out, and then I'll drill a hole there. So I need to put that plate on too, don't I? Damn it. Means I got to drill a hole in it, because I don't have a piece with a hole drilled in it that would go there. I don't think. And I got to fill these holes. I don't want those holes in there. I got this thing. I can probably cut this off, but I might use that for something later. I don't know. I can drill two holes for this side. Put two bolts in that one. One in the back. 1, 2. I could drill some holes. I really don't think I need that much mounting holes, but I don't push the button on the damn phone. Start it over. I hate that. Always do that. All right, so I'm gonna weld these up, top and bottom, so they'll stay into place. And I can bolt those down, and I'll drill a hole. Let me get something to get at least one of those holes, I think. Because if I bolt both of those down, that's really not going to go anywhere. I could almost leave this third one, but I'm not. Just put on this side would be easier, but then that's ugly. It sticks out. I think I'm going to put it on this inside. So let me go get a little piece of plate, drill a hole in it, and cut it. I know I got one here. Yep. Nah, magnets and crap are all stuck to it. All right, let me grab that, drill a hole, tack it in place, spray it, then let's come back. Okay, and there we go, just like that. Welded up, holes drilled. All right. Now, let's see if I can put this front one in. Get this bolt is drilled. Hopefully it'll line up somewhere and it'll go through. I hope I can find the hole. It's there. I know it is. I probably need to lift this up and then try and poke it down in there. Still a little bit warm from welding. Alright, it's not wanting to go in there. Come on, hole, where you at? Is it going down? Or is it just lifting the seat? I think I found the hole. There it goes. Alright. It just didn't want to push in. It wanted to be screwed in. Now we'll go. Alright, perfect. Alright, let's get that one in there. And then I'll get on the bottom and put that on. Probably had to get Wesley to come help. And let's see if the back is still lined up. Yes, it is. All right. That's tight. I'll push forward. There we go. Okay. There we go. Ah, nice. And this one. Come on, you know your line up. Where is 9/16? Oh, it's up here. Tighten these two down. Ooh, sorry. We've almost got it mounted now. I found some gray paint, painted a little bit. And then we'll bolt this down and get in it and see what happens. And then I need to hook up power to it, because then I can adjust the angle of the seat as well. Probably should have done that before I bolted it down, but it's alright. It felt pretty good. I can get around it. There you go. Nice. Alright. Get this sucker bolted down so it's nice and sturdy. There we go. A little bit more. There we go. Well, it's still going. Alright. There we go. Now, put those back doors together. I was watching Poot's Garage and put these little plastic things on the door strikers. The front doors work great now, but the back ones still need some work. Alright. Let me get up under. Well, it's. Oh, wait, I forgot about this one. I got a hole over here on this one too. Dang it, I forgot. Shoot. Why didn't y'all tell me about that hole? Alright, I can put one down in there too. And let's see. Bolt. And nut. Washers. Let's see if we can find that one. And get it put into place. There we go. Washer bolt. Alright, we're good. Almost forgot when I felt the seat wobble a little bit and I was like, hey, what's up? That would have been good. This one hopefully will line up a little better. Come on, get down in there. It should line up. Where's the hole? I know it's there. I can't see. It's getting dark. Oh, there it is. Let's see it. Alright, come on, get in there. You're there. Get down in there. I have to loosen those back ones up and put it back in there. And then, yeah. Well, shoot. Loosen these up so I can get a little wiggle room here. I forgot to put that one in. Just put all that work into tightening those up. Now I gotta take it right back loose. That's how it goes when you don't pay attention. Wow, those are in place, man. Even loose, it doesn't hardly move. These will be easier to line up so I can see these better. The front ones are just going through the carpet, so it's hard to see the hole. Alright, now let's see if we can line this up. Give me a little more wiggle room this way. Because I may not have drilled it exactly perfect. I thought I did. It's close enough. It would work anyway. I can lean this up where I can see. Down in that hole. And spin that. Come on. Doing this stuff left-handed too. Come on, get in there. Just trying. Get my right hand in there, I'll be all right. I can't slip in there any way. How that is it going? Let's see. If I can get this ratchet on there, maybe. There we go. I don't know if that's even going down or not. Oh, it is, I think. Let's see if I can reach up under and feel that. Oh, yeah, it's coming through there now. All right. All right, I can see it now. All right, it's coming through. Oh, I can get my right hand on there now. I get that door tightened up a little bit. Come on, get down in the hole. Push through. Got that stuff in there, too. There we go. That gets it far enough in there now. All right, now I'll be able to get that. Thread these on the bottom. Might as well do one of them now. All right, let's put this one on this side and get it tightened up. Or at least started. Where is it? Where are you? Come on, there you are. All right, one flat washer, another washer, and then put the nut on there. And there we go. I need my wrench to put on one side of that, but that's in there. Let's see. Oh yeah. Alright, I don't know if I can reach across to get this other one to start. I probably have to climb under the truck to be able to see that one, I would imagine. It's too far over. That's pretty far over. I'm gonna climb under here. I know y'all can't see me. You don't care, you see me enough anyway. There it is. Alright. I can get up on that. Oh, that one ain't all the way through. It needs to come through farther. Alright, I gotta push that one in more. Damn it. Alright, well. At least if I can get two of these tightened up. If I can get this front one and these back ones. That ought to be enough. At least get these to where they'll start. And then I'm going to tighten up those front two. Oh yeah, that still goes right in there. And that one went right in there. Alright, well, let's see. There we go. Get that thing tightened up in there. So I can put the nut on the bottom of it. Alright, let's see if we can get, where'd the wrench go? Got 9/16 wrench earlier today. Somewhere. I don't know what to do with it. Probably take it inside, I guess. Just want to put the belt on you earlier today. Man. I don't know if I can tighten this one from the bottom. Probably can. Maybe. Unless I got a bunch of floorboard and junk in the way, which it feels like there is. No, I can get the ratchet on it. But I'm still going to need that 9/16 to hold that down. Alright, well, there it is. Yeah, it doesn't wiggle as much now. That's in there. Let's jump up in there one more time, try it out, and oh yeah, that's perfect. It's not twisted, it feels square. They got this little armrest here if I need it, because I got to redo the center console once I get the other seat put in. I got to redo all the center console stuff. Make one that'll actually be permanent. Put some speakers. I might put the speakers right here in the front somehow. A little thing right there to jam forward. I don't know what to do yet. I gotta figure that out. But hey, if you're still watching this one, you're dedicated. I appreciate it. All right, let's get out of here. Let me come around there and shut y'all off. I appreciate you watching. Give me a like and a subscribe. At least that's got this seat done. Then when I get the other seat in, which is sitting right there, we'll be looking a whole lot better. I hit the damn button again when I touch on the stupid Bixby button. I hate those on the damn phones. Bixby's useless. I don't even know what it does. It's just a button to be in the way. But that seat to go, and I'm gonna get some seat covers. But there we go. All right, got that one in there. Got those two in there. That's solid. All I gotta do is finish bolting those down. I can drive this sucker around. It's the next day. I got all concerned about my seat being too close, so I figured out how to lower the seat. The seat was actually raised up, so I lowered it down all the way. Had to pull the motors out, or not the motors, but the wiring out of that seat because I didn't have it for this one. So I got that fixed, and then I have fixed the. Oh yeah, look at that moving. I got lumbar support. It squeezes the sides in. That's pretty cool. And then of course, you see it moving. Oh yeah, I like that. So now I can adjust my seat. That's just temporary. I got it hooked up to a little motorcycle battery, but all this wiring that was under the seat, it was a mess getting all that mess out, but got it. So now we have, all I gotta do is take these off, back off, and I'm gonna order me some new covers to put on there to get rid of that stuff. But now it sits much better. As you can see, there's way more space between the steering wheel and the seat, and there's still plenty of headroom, of course. All I gotta do is get that seat mounted, and then we're done with the seat project. All right, thanks for watching.